Chris, do you want to, I know you did this in your intro, but before we go to the organization, just again, I'm curious about what you're seeing trend-wise in the DA's office, but I'm also curious about your experience. You've so eloquently said before just how your big sister, encouraged you and held you accountable, made you, when you wanted to drop out from college, said, you will do this. And so, I don't know, just a little bit on your own kind of childhood experience.
Okay, so to be quite honest, so I believe I said earlier, as a mother, my mom had 3 daughters, and all 3 of us had bigs. Chief Hall, my older sister is Detective Tamika McLeod. She's in your Public Integrity Unit. She's been there 20 years. I'm at the Dallas County DA's office. I'm the chief of the Mental Health Unit. I've been there 10 years. And the baby girl is Keedy Hawkins. She's one of the supervisors in the towers at Wisteria for, I guess, almost 20 years. And we grew up in such a rough and tumble style neighborhood and fatherless, and just 3 little girls kind of out there. And she saw a need. She worked 9 to 5 and 6 to 10. My grandmother was president of the usher board and all of those things, so they did all they could. However, something was still missing. And they had 2 options. They would have raised 3 possible, prostitutes, just women in the streets, kind of living in the neighborhood and becoming the West Dallas that we grew up in, or they saw this as an opportunity for us to do something more. And very, very true in what he just said was the difference in who we are. I believe it's our relationships. So Tamika's big sister was Annette, my big sister was Gail, and Keedy's big sister was Shirley. But I think the magic in my relationship is because I grew up in West Dallas, and when the police came to your home, they were taking your dad and your brother and your cousin because something awful has happened. You're gonna see him go away for a long time. Or when a white person came to your house, they were coming to take the kids because you've done something wrong, your rights are being stripped as a parent. Why is this white woman here? What did your mama do? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's here for me and she's here to help. And then I just became exposed. I believe she saw early on, because I was blessed with the Cosby Show in a different world when I was growing up. I became influenced. And I want to grow up to be Claire Huxtable. So she started to introduce me to Claire Huxtables. She let me touch and feel black, wealthy people that had never been to jail. They didn't have roaches at their house. They were educated. Just all those things that I didn't know existed. And so she just poured and poured and poured into me. She held me accountable. Pierce was talking about, I wanted to drop out of school. Oh, it got hard. I'd never been away from home. And I was in Kentucky. So I called home in tears, blubbering involved, telling my mom I want to come home. So my mom was on the line and she says, you can come home. Those people don't have to do you like that. When is your paper due? Oh my God, it's so hard. And my grandmother was on the line too. And she says, well, okay, I just need you to call Gail. And immediately the tears dried up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gail's my mentor, not my mom. I'm asking you. She says, no, just call Gail and let us know. And so, of course, I expected the same sympathy from Gail. I don't know why. And so I was calling and I was telling her how hard it was and how unfair. And everyone knows so much more than I do. And she let me cry and she listened and she said, Chris, you went to school. You didn't go to visit the place. You went to college to get a degree. And I'm going to hang up the phone because you're not coming home without one. And so I had to pull it together. And she says, go ahead and cry and feel very sorry for yourself tonight. But you're gonna get up tomorrow and you're gonna finish this thing. And so of course now she'll tease me when I'm calling. She was like, oh God, tell me you don't want to drop out of law school. Oh God, tell me. But now at the DA's office, so to your point about the trends I'm seeing, what I noticed, so I was a teacher prior to working at the DA's office, and I could see myself and those kids were missing something. He says that there's a scientific and an anatomical part to this one-to-one mentoring relationship, and it is. Because you don't know who you are. Someone's going to tell you. And you can listen to someone tell you positively who you are strong, you are good, you are blessed, God has things in store for you, you are so smart. Or you'll see someone to say, hey, you want to sell this? Oh, you did a good job, boy. So put this in your bag and take this here or there. One of 2 things are going to happen and it's nothing in between. And so the trend that I'm noticing is the kids are missing touch. The kids are missing positivity. The kids are missing communication. And it's coming in the form of a game. It's coming in the form of beating and raping women. You hate your mom, not understanding that she has to work. She's not choosing to be away from you. Your mom is working all day long. So all of that confusion is manifesting itself in violent and criminal ways, and I am there fighting daily, trying to do something different. So again, I say, this is the single most important relationship in my life, other than my mom birthing me. But this is definitely it. I believe this is the difference in success and failure for a child. This one-to-one mentor relationship.
It's amazing, Chris. Thank you for sharing that.